target for the dogs, and it's soft, so it encourages them to interact with it. It's not gonna be harmful. You can start pretty young because there's not really any impact. And I basically want to teach them, I'm getting dirt all over your turf. I basically want to teach them to hit it with all four and keep going. So there's a lot of cookies involved. So at first I'll just sort of throw the mat on the ground, and if they look at it, I'll throw a cookie on it, and if they head toward it, I'll throw a cookie on it, and then if they put a foot on it, I'll throw a cookie in front of them so that they keep going. And pretty soon they're just going back, and you can even sit on the ground for this. They're just going back and forth, and when the fourth foot hits, I'll click or make a sound and toss the cookie kind of on a curved line, like the curve of a banana. And that's the beginning of it. And once they get that, then I'll take half the foam off, so it's only 2 inches tall. And then I'll start moving it around. I might go plop it in that corner and work on it, and plop it on that corner and work on it, plop it in my kitchen, plop it in my living room, whatever. And always with this gentle curve, because I have found that if you try and go straight too early, they'll just jump over. So you're trying to purposefully keep them off balance so that they're not gonna jump. They can't really jump if they're doing that. And then as they gain proficiency, I might do things like hold a cookie right in front of their nose, and they have to look away from the cookie and go out to the mat to touch the mat to get the cookie, and then I'll toss the cookie. If it's a real toy-driven dog, I might have a toy out in front of their face, and they have to basically look at what I have, choose to do something else, and then they can get what I have. And then once they're pretty good at it, I'll start doing it straight, just walking back and forth, toss the cookie, walk back and forth, toss the cookie. And then I'll start to do some other things as well. I'll make some setups like this. Once they know how to wrap a wing, I'll set up something kind of like this and send them on a wing wrap. And they're gonna hit the target and wrap the wing. So it starts to get a little bit more complicated in terms of rewarding, because I have to be able to mark 2 things. So usually what I'll do is I'll click for the target, and then as they go around the wing, I'll give a verbal marker and reward the toy, take off running in the opposite direction. And then I'll start moving the wings out a little further, so they're still going straight and wrapping the wing. So click for that, continue to cue the wing, verbally mark that, and run and reward until they're basically just running straight off of this straight, from some position back here. Every time they hit the mat, they get clicked, and then I continue cueing the wing, and once they wrap the wing, verbally praise, and then run and reward. And then I just put a plank on the ground underneath the mat, basically. So if they're comfortable on the plank, maybe it's a plank on a very low table, maybe it's a plank on the flat, then they're running down the plank on the mat, hitting the mat, doing the wing. I might switch this pair of wings out for a low jump, or maybe a very short, like 3-foot long tunnel, and then the plank starts to come up, the table gets higher, and then it's a low dog walk, and then it's a higher dog walk, and then it's a full height dog walk, and so on and so forth. And then finally this mat may go away some of the time, and then it'll probably go away all of the time. So it's a lot different process probably than what you've done.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.